Hello everyone, Ethys here and welcome back to another summary video for the Tokyo 2016 Final Fantasy XIV Fan Fest. This time we're talking about the latest Letter from the Producer Live Part 34, Patch 3.5 Preview Part 2. Now, as with the opening keynote, there was a lot of repetition here of stuff that we know from the previous live letter, so if you're not up to speed with all that, go ahead and check out our summary for live letter 33 as linked in the description below. We didn't see or hear anything new of the Scholasticate, Anima, or Hildebrand side quests continuing in 3.5, nor much of the new dungeons Baelsar's Wall and Som Al Hard. There is, however, a little to say about Exploratory Missions, aka Diadem Reborn, a fresh reiteration that will be more objective-based, require 0 ether currents, have chances of, and quote, multiple battle events that will occur spontaneously, involve exchanging lockboxes which are earned by completing objectives for loot from an NPC in a system that sounds a bit like the Cursed Horde from Palace of the Dead, and some new screenshots. There seems to be an end goal of completing enough objectives to meet other groups for a kind of central mini-raid. It's worth noting again that this will be implemented in 3.55, and as of 3.5, the old iteration of the Diadem will no longer be accessible. Panic not, however, as there is nothing currently in the Diadem that will not be obtainable either in the new one or by other means. Now, there's not much to be said about this, but at Vegas we heard announced a light novel based on Final Fantasy XIV called The Father of Light, which will be published at some point in the not too distant future. And today we've heard that there will also be a TV miniseries, The Father of Light, based upon the very same. So I think we can expect, hopefully at the very least, an English fan sub version of that at some point, which should give us some great lore tidbits and background. Next, there was a very quick reiteration of this apparent neo-dating sim with Zloe Leopo, cross-world party finder, PvP updates, Chocobo companion updates, and Eggy glamours. Again, this is all stuff that we've discussed in the previous live letter. As for new details, we have these screen caps from the main scenario quest. For those who have not seen them, they were released a few days ago. We have the Alliance members and Yugiri in discussion at the Lotus Stand, presumably preparing for an assault on Baelsar's Wall. Then we have Ida and Papalimo on top of the wall, and finally this enigmatic new character, which we've actually seen variable costumes for. In this latest release, she's wearing a Sky Pirate set, but we've also seen teaser material of her wearing the new dungeon gear, which is almost definitely designed with the Alamegan Resistance in mind. Which one she will be wearing in-game remains to be seen. Then we had some gameplay footage of the first phase of Zovan inside his cake, cleaving off sections of the very arena in what looks like a fun fight, and apparently one that is of a higher difficulty than Sophia. For Dun Scythe, we were also shown some gameplay footage. The first battle apparently occurs on board the Protector, the massive Ishgardian airship we can see Dr. Camp Cloudtop against Death Gaze, which Yoshida killed in dev mode before it was able to complete more than a few attacks. So we moved on to the fortress and explored the first small area. The fortress is evidently itself suspended in the clouds, and what we saw here was very similar to the shots we already have. Yoshida then tortured those few souls still holding on for Dancer by showing us a new animation and glamour that seems to be coming with the next Little Ladies' Day, which takes place in February. Then we welcome to the stage Amamiya Keita, one of the guest developers doing art and character design for the Stormblood 20 format. And they talked for a while about their different approaches to design and development and the creative process, at which point most people watching checked out or went to bed, knowing the way that the second half of these live letters tend to proceed. But shortly after, we saw an announcement and trailer for a new collaboration that seems to be of a similar scale to the Yokai Watch event, this one with a Power Rangers-esque Japanese franchise called Garo. Looks interesting, brings some fun glamour, and no doubt will make a lot of fans in Japan and elsewhere very happy. And new maps. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Wasn't half as exciting as the keynote, but then again, we weren't really expecting it to be, were we? Looking at the schedule for tomorrow, it seems that all the really exciting teasers and reveals are out of the way. There will likely be a Q&A somewhere in either Naoki's room or the dev panel, but it is, of course, Christmas tomorrow. I won't be camping at my desk, but I can pretty much assure you from here that you're up to speed on the hype and details of the 2016 Tokyo Fan Fest. I hope you found this video informative, and if you did, feel free to like and sub for more. But until next time, I'm Ethys. Thanks for watching.